the Transformers TCG. We talked about combiners last time with Predaking. We talked about some new cards. One thing that we did is they made a mention how there was going to be 6 different combiners for this Rise of the Combiners expansion set. This expansion set for the series of cards. We assumed, because I was just kind of like, looking at the numbers of things and going, well, the original run of combiners back in the day, the Scramble City combiners was 5 different combiners of Superion, Defensor, Bruticus, Menasor, and if you then want to squeeze in there, Devastator. And it was just going, I'm just going like, okay, and then you throw in Predaking, and then you got, there's your 6 combiners, right? It seems that that's not the way that they're going to be going. And now that I see the way that they're going to be going, I kind of have a new speculation of what they're going to go with. So they announced today that the next combiner team that we're going to be getting is Volcanicus, which is the combiner team of the Dinobots that we've gotten from Power of the Primes just a couple of years ago. It makes me wonder now. I think that the other combiners that we might get are going to be more predicated in what we've gotten in terms of recent toys. So we might get Devastator. We might, although it would have to be a 5-piece Devastator instead of 6. We might,
or maybe they might make an exception for him.
Or we might get some really weird stuff. We might get Victorion. We might, because, again, that's a 5-piece set, and it would be an excuse to put out those characters. We might get, and again, the art that goes with that, too. Or alternatively, we might even get some of the weirder ones, too, like the Optimus Prime combiner that was made out of the individual Autobots of, like, Mirage and Ironhide and Prowl and stuff like that. It's possible. It seems that they might go in a different route this time instead of what we think of when we think of Generation 1 combiners. So it's interesting to say at least. They showed us, of course, like we got to see what the Dinobot Enigma card is so that you could combine your Dinobots. They also showed us the same thing, like how it's folding cards, how you have both modes, and then you open up the card and it has the combined mode. So it still does that cool thing. This is all shown on their Facebook page. So there's tons of footage, tons of pictures and stuff. They showed us some new cards also that, ability cards. Like we have the 6-gun card, which is related to Metroplex. A lot of cool stuff they've been showing us recently. But now we know that the next combiner is going to be the Dinobots. So that kind of puts it up in the air now what it could be. There's no hard and fast rule that I originally thought. So now it could be something weird. Could be, we got the Lio Kaiser combiner, which was a box set with Combiner Wars. Who knows? We might get that one, so we might get Yellbat and all the weird ones there too. So yeah, definitely an interesting shot from left field, and it's kind of cool that they're still, doing something unique instead of something that was predictable. So I'm definitely looking forward to this for sure.
I think it's always great when that thing you said as a kid that never happened finally happens, and then they're putting it out there more and more and more.
Oh yeah, definitely, and especially the character of Grimlock. He kind of has this reputation now from the Wizard of the Coast kind of thing, because the first Wizards of the Coast trading card of any kind of release was Grimlock, because we got that Magic the Gathering flip card there at HasCon. So now we're going to get our first really true Grimlock card now from this TCG. So this is pretty awesome. This is pretty cool.